formally, with all your permission, I will use up next about half an hour for some points which I have made. Okay. Oh. I bow down to the very Lord Ishvara in you all. Namaste. So today is Gita Jayanti. So I was wondering what to talk about. Because you all know Bhagavad Gita is 700 ślokas. And how it started is because of Arjuna's grief, Vishadha. That's how the whole Bhagavad Gita started. And thankfully, Vedavyasa recorded it, because Bhagavad Gita is like the sanctum sanctorum of a temple, where the main deity called Bhagavad Gita resides. And around that he built the grand temple of Mahabharata, because that is also essential. So that's how it all came. Then in this talk we will also explore briefly, because in general most people are in grief. So what is the reason? So a bhakta was trying to explore himself. Why is this grief? Why this Bhagavan is not helping? Lord Krishna, why is he keeping quiet? And one day Lord Krishna appeared. So there was a brief discussion between this devotee and the Lord. The devotee asked the Lord, "Oh Lord, sit down. You see, if you have seen, even in life, some small kid, just born, they are thrown somewhere. Somebody hears the crying sound of the kid, and they will take the kid, they will protect the kid, they will not neglect, because kid is in distress, kid is in grief. And even when we are moving around, we see a lot of people begging. You may not respond, but if a small kid is crying out of hunger, do you resist that? You somehow may do some help, something. If you find somebody in grief, you will help. Oh Lord Krishna, now tell me, you say all of you are my children, you are saying, and your children are in grief, I am in grief, and you fellows seem to not respond. You are not responding. I am not a happy person. I have grief. So many problems. Many days we have also cried. Then Krishna, as usual, smiled and said, "Oh, is this your question? Dear devotee, please understand the example that you gave of that small kid. In fact, that kid is in grief because of innocence. You are in grief because of your ignorance. To remove that ignorance, whatever is needed, I have already given. Although I have told all that, you are still in grief because you are ignorant. Innocent people can be helped. Ignorant cannot be helped. For ignorance, the antidote is knowledge. Very simple. Ajnana, the cure is jnana. Nothing else. So all that is given. So please note, I've already given it till, because I know you are all very busy person. I will further reduce the number of shlokas and give you 4 steps for you to get rid of grief. The first step, you should know that one of the basic reasons why you are in grief is because somehow you seem to be thinking that this body is you. This is a very serious ignorance. So you should shift your perception from seeing this mortal body as you to the eternal Chaitanya that is in you. This is a continuum, it is going on. We all know. So, let me repeat the verse 13 from Sankhya Yoga. It said, Dehinosmin yata dehe kaumaram yavvanam jara tata dehantara praptihi dhirastasyana muhyati. This body, once you are born, it is never like this. Is it like this? First is birth. First is you, mother whom we are conceived. Tishtate. Then jayate. You have to be born. Then what has to happen? You have to grow. Otherwise, people will get anxious. Tishtate. Jayate. Then you have to grow. If you keep on growing, that is also not possible. There is a limitation. Then some changes will take place. Viparinamate. Then what happens? First sign, hair will become grey. How many changes will take place? Apakshiyate. Then what happens?
Rest తీసుకో ఓకేనా ఆ పక్కన రూమ్ నుంచి కూడా తీసుకున్నాం కదా
We all have to perish. There is no doubt. And statistics also prove that.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟಿಕೆಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಕನ್ಫರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಬಿಡಿ ಮೋಕ್ಷನೂ ಕನ್ಫರ್ಮ್
Even at the age of 100.
ಕನ್ಫರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಟಿಕೆಟ್
నేను చెప్తాను కదా అయితుంది వెయిటింగ్
Please mute. Online, please mute.
Sujata.
Then it will perish. You can't say at the age of 100, you cannot say, how are you, grandfather? At least in general. We don't see that. So please understand that as this body goes through the childhood, youth, old age in this body, at death it passes into another body depending upon whatever is your samskara. Whatever is your samskara, you will go on to the next body. That's how the real I or the Chaitanya is always continuing. It's only this body that is changing. Till when this happens? Till you know the truth. Till you know the truth, the cycle of life and death is inevitable. Because the whole purpose is to take us to our origin. So, that in the subsequent sutras, it is already given by Lord Krishna, which he again emphasizes. न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचिन्नायं भूत्वा भविता वा न भूयः अजो नित्यः शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणो न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे. See this, the so-called Chaitanya is never born. What you call is this awareness or Chaitanya. That is never born. We can also simply see, if you remember yourself maybe from the age of 5 years, you are aware of your body, maybe at 5, 6 years, as you remember. Even at 10 you are aware, 30 you are aware, etc. The body, what you are aware about, is all changing. But is your awareness itself, has it changed? It will not change. That is the Chaitanya. That is never born, nor does it die. And it is eternal and permanent. The soul is never born, nor does it ever die. It is eternal, permanent. It is not slain when the body is slain. If the body is dead, it is not dead. Only the physical death. So this Chaitanya will always remain. So this knowledge provides the ultimate solace. Knowing that you are what? Immortal. You have no need to grieve. Because most of the grief is what? Is around this. That's why this Sankhya Yoga is very, very important. Most of our grief is because of the simple misunderstanding that we are going to die. And this fear of death is always in the background. And as long as this is there, you can never experience bliss. Very, very clear. And we have to do manana on these things. It is not that once it is said, it is taken care of. Ravana, manana. Just look at your own life around. These are all hard facts. There is no big experiment that is needed. Just review, look at life, look at your own self, your own awareness. That awareness has never changed. You cannot say awareness became old, awareness became grey, awareness had sickness. Even sickness, you are aware that you have a sickness. So that awareness is what you are. That is Parama Chaitanya. That is what you have to capture. Then this fear is gone. Then step number 2, the Lord says, cultivate equanimity. Equanimity. See, life is never, one straight road, level road. Ups and downs will be there. And you must take all of them easily. So for that, again, this is all from Sankhya. Sukha dukkhe same kritva labha labho jaya jayo tato yuddhaya yujyasva naivam papam avapsyasi. What happens generally, we are very sensitive to the events happening in life. We react differently. Something favorable, we are different. Something unfavorable, as we perceive. In reality, there is nothing like favorable or unfavorable. In reality, event is event. Cricket match is cricket match. A has to win or B has to win. If A wins, some people behave differently. If B wins, some set of people behave differently. But cricket as such has nothing like that. It's just a game. Like that, life is also something like that game. Sometimes what we perceive, instead of enjoying the talent in that cricket, because we take sides, problem is there. Even in life, we take sides. If our children in SSLC, we want our children to get first rank. If we don't take sides, it's all fine. Somebody who has scored highest, he will get first rank. And depending upon your child's score, he or she will be in some place. That's it. It's as simple. So, you have to know that this here yuddhasya. The yuddha means all of us are in the battle of life, not Arjuna in Mahabharata Yuddha. It is a very generic statement. In this fight, the battle of life, having made happiness and distress, gain and loss, victory and defeat equal, perform your duty without being swayed by all these dualities. Simply perform your duties and you will never accrue any sin. Any sin means you will not grieve. Grief is sin. You will not grieve when you develop that equanimity of the mind. Whatever comes, you just observe. Then there is a subsequent sutra, which is very, very famous. Dukkeshu anudvignamanaha sukeshu vigata spruhaha vitaraga bhayakrodaha stitadir muniruchyate. O devotee, you have to be a sthita prajna. Very important. Dukkeshu anudvignamanaha. You lose something, you are gone. You will become distressed. Isn't it? Sukeshu vigata spruha. If something favorable happens to you, you jump with joy. And if something unfavorable, dukkha, you go to the extent of, oh devotee, what you did to me right now. You blame, oh God, you are not helping. Then you will question, are you there or not? It does not help. So develop equanimity of the mind. Don't keep on labeling everything as this is sukha, this is dukkha. They are all events. The one whose mind is undisturbed in sorrow, who is free from desire in and pleasure and who has gone beyond attachment, fear and anger, is called a sage of steady wisdom. That way, Vita Raga Bhaya Krodaha. You must become freed from desires, attachment, raga, bhaya, fear, krodha, anger. This is very, very important. If this happens, only then it is possible for you to get rid of grief. But this does not mean that you are inactive. You have to perform actions in life, because life is full of such things. You have to be, you cannot say, I will become a sannyasi. Samyak nyasa. I will leave everything. You have to do, you can. So that is step number 3. Perform your duties without attachment to the results. Very important. Results, whatever has to come will come. Therefore he gives again in Sankhya Yoga. Karmanye vadikaraste mahapaleshu kadachana. Very famous statement. Mahakarma palaheturbur ma de sangostva karmani. You have to perform your duties. But you have a right to perform your prescribed duties. But you are not entitled to be anxious about your actions. You do your action, but don't keep on thinking about the fruits of action. They all have contributory effects. They can only contribute, but final results have so many other things, isn't it? If you are writing an exam, you might be working very, very hard. Very hard. You are also intelligent. You will write. The marks is for maybe 600 and you have answered very well. You are sure you will get 590 and you will get 590. But you might not be the first rank, because from 590 to 600 there could be 1000 people. That is not in your hand, isn't it? That is not in our hand. Even in life we see, if there are two parties, you are voting A and B, you may vote for A. But you cannot expect A to rule or A to win, because it depends upon how many others have voted. So you only have contributory effect. You will not have a deciding effect. So that's what Krishna says. Never consider yourself to be the cause of results of your activities, nor be attached to inaction. That is also important. You have to act. But how do you act? No attachment to the fruits. If I get 590, good, I have got. It could be 1000th rank or first rank also, doesn't matter. But what I need to do? I must free myself from the anxiety of the result and perform my duties. This extends all through, including the way we conduct ourselves in families, even bringing up children, thinking that they will take care of me in my old age. They will not fly away or go settle somewhere in abroad. No such things. Do your duty. Parental duty I will do. Next what happens? I am not anxious. Similarly with this body, not anxious. To keep it reasonably in good state, whatever is to be done, do it. Beyond that, there are so many factors. What can you do about these pollutions? You cannot change. If the groundwater itself is polluted, if what you consume itself has a tinge of poison, what can you do? So there are a lot of factors beyond your control. Therefore, don't be anxious about the fruits of your action. By focusing on your duty and letting go of the anxiety for results, you free yourself from the major source of grief. Grief happens because of this. Oh, I got 590 marks, but I did not get first rank. I did not get in that top institute. Grief does not help. And lastly, the step 4, which is actually a development. All the steps are connected if you see. Step 4 is everything you cannot decide. There is some overall intelligence. So step 4 is surrender to the divine will. We are not even saying divine God. Divine will, there is something else. And you surrender. Very important. This is one of the techniques Patanjali also gives. Ishvara Pranidhanatva. And this is one of the very, very important things in Bhakti Marga. And in chapter 18, Moksha Sannyasa Yoga, Krishna reveals this Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Raja Aham Tvam Sarvapapebhyo Mokshayishyami Ma Shuchaha. See, Arjuna started with Shoka, grief. Here he gives Ma Shuchaha. This is the highest benefit of Bhagavad Gita. Ma Shuchaha. No need to grieve. There is no scope for you to be in Shoka. But still you are in Shoka because of ignorance. So, Sarvadharman Parityajya. This should not be taken as I will not do anything. It only means that whatever dharma means, whatever you do. Dharma don't imagine in usual sense, because if you have understood what Varnashrama Dharma Krishna talks about, then this will be clear. It only says that any action you do, it can have some defects. Isn't it? No action is free from defect. And here Krishna says, do your prescribed duty. To give an extreme example, if you are a soldier and if the country is in threat, somebody will give a commander will give an order, go protect the border, kill if you have to. There you cannot say, oh ahimsa, how can I shoot? It won't work. So you have to do your duty, but you will not get any sin out of it because it's your duty. And this is what Krishna says, every action will have some inherent defects. All that you don't, but you simply do. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam raja. Just surrender to me, divine will. And I will redeem you of all the sins and liberate you. This is the liberate means you will be freed from grief. Again, that's to be understood. So this is the ultimate consolation. Abandon all other duties and simply surrender unto me. I shall liberate you from all sinful results that could be there. Do not fear. There is no need to be in grief. So this is the extract from Bhagavad Gita. Most of these things are from chapter 2, which is Sankhya Yoga. So in essence, you should know the truth. What is the truth? You are the eternal self, not this mortal body to which you cling so much. Does not mean you neglect this. You take care of it. You are in a rented house, doesn't mean that you have to spoil that house. You have to take care of it. But know that you have to vacate it. That's all. So that is know the truth to get rid of grief. Second, equanimity of the mind. Life is full of ups and downs. And anybody's life, please remember, anybody's life. You think that if you have a lot of money, or if you are a celebrity, or if you are a powerful person in the society, no. Everybody has their share of ups and downs. Please note it. And in all such things, equanimity of the mind is the key. Accept it. Let go. Very important. Third, focus on your duty, not on your results. Results, whatever it has to come, it will come. Not that you reject the results. Accept the results. Fourth one, know that there is a divine will. Not everything that you decide. No, you only contribute. There is a divine will. Surrender to that divinity. That divinity, you have to surrender. These are the four simple steps to get rid of grief. This is very, very, very important. As long as we are in grief, we should know that we are wasting this precious human life out of ignorance. Suppose in the puja mandir, a lamp is, oil lamp is glowing. A small kid, 1 year kid goes there. Then what do? What do? You all rush, help. Why? Mother will shout, hey, stop, stop, stop. And all in the house will get up. Suppose you, the grown-up, about 20-year fellow, go. Do anybody say anything? Why? They know that you are knowledgeable enough that if you touch this lamp, your hands will burn. You know it. Therefore, nobody will come shout or nobody will come to rescue, hold you, because it is not warranted. Similarly, O devotee, I have given you all these knowledge, which is very, very simple. You are no longer innocent. Out of ignorance, if you still want to burn your hands, nobody can rescue you. All that is needed for rescue, to be freed from grief, is already very simply, in the most palatable way, given. Therefore, at least from this Gita Jayanti day, do manana on these and then nididhyasana. Bring this knowledge into your life. Then you will know that I am there everywhere, including you. There is no difference because the knowledge is me. And if that is in you, you are me. There is no difference. Then there is no grief. Then the devotee pleasingly prostrated to Lord Krishna and simply chanted, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. That Lord Krishna merges into such devotee's heart. May he reside in all our heart. Sri Krishnarpanamastu, Sri Gurubhyo Namah. Shubhamastu. Okay. Done.
ಸರ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬಂತು ಸರ್. ಇದನ್ನ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲೂ